Dragging a mountain of heavy scuba gear through a crowded airport terminal is usually a recipe for a bad back and a worse mood. But this massive 100-liter hauler from Maersk seems to have been built specifically to solve that headache. It is surprisingly cavernous inside. You could easily fit a full set of cold water gear, a thick wetsuit, and all the accessories without having to play a high-stakes game of Tetris just to get the zipper closed. What really catches the eye, though, is how it handles the weight. It has these chunky, rugged wheels that don't feel like they are going to snap off the moment you hit a slightly uneven sidewalk. The telescopic handle feels solid enough to actually pull the thing without it wobbling all over the place. Now here is the clever part. If you find yourself navigating a sandy beach or a rocky path where wheels are basically useless, you can just flip it over and use the padded shoulder straps. It turns into a backpack in seconds. It is not exactly something you would want to take on a long hike, but for getting from the parking lot to the boat, it is a lifesaver. The external fin pockets are a nice touch too. They have these built-in drainage holes, which is honestly a relief because nobody wants to deal with a puddle of saltwater sloshing around inside their luggage after a dive. It keeps the dampness away from the rest of your clothes, which is a small detail that makes a huge difference when you are traveling. The compression straps on the outside are pretty sturdy, too. They use these lightweight, bicolor buckles that feel like they can take a beating without adding unnecessary bulk to the bag. If there is one thing to nitpick, it is that when this thing is fully loaded, it is definitely going to be heavy. You are going to want to keep an eye on those airline weight limits, because it is so easy to just keep stuffing gear into that massive compartment until you are well over the 50-pound mark. Also, while the material feels tough and durable, it is a bit stiff, so it does not exactly fold down into a tiny square for storage when you are back home. You are going to need a decent amount of closet space to tuck it away. But honestly, if you are tired of juggling multiple bags just to get your kit to the water, this is a pretty solid way to consolidate everything into one manageable, rolling package. It is built for the job, it handles the wet gear well, and it saves your shoulders from carrying the load. For anyone who spends more time underwater than on land, it is a pretty sensible piece of kit to have in the rotation.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.